But all I know is that my life is a jungle.
Why jungle?
It's messed up.
Because of the new things you learn, the new people you meet, the new experience you gain, I feel like you will never reach a final form. You will always keep on changing, you will keep on evolving.
Welcome to the Super Mario Show, and super inspiration is the name of the game. Power up! Welcome to the Super Mario Show, dan hari ini kita adalah edisi spesial. Kita syuting langsung dari Indonesia Design Week di IDD PIK 2, lebih tepatnya di Pavilion 120 yang arsitekturnya didesain oleh Andra Martin dan interiornya oleh Bran Suwandre dari studio SAO. Dan podcast kita kali ini disponsori oleh Sunday yang kebetulan terpasang juga di Pavilion ini sebagai bagian dari detail desainnya. Tema kita kali ini yaitu sama dengan Indonesia Design Week, yaitu identity. Ngobrol-ngobrol soal identity udah paling benar kalau kita ngomong langsung sama generasi mudanya ini ya. Jadi hari ini kita juga punya dua special guest kan. Yang pertama adalah, umurmu berapa tahun?
10
tahun. Oke, tamu kita 10 tahun and you have prestasi di music, sports, public speaking and also storytelling. Right? Yes. Jadi ini adalah Mischa Mora tanpa mas. And our second guest is 16 tahun ya. 16 tahun udah sibuk banget baking katanya nih, aku dengar. Menulis juga dan juga sempat bikin brand campaign untuk big brands ya.
Iya.
Ya. Oke, Georgina Joy Subianto dan lebih sering dipanggil Jojo.
Iya.
Tepuk tangan Jojo. Kita langsung ya. So, I'm gonna start with Mischa ya, yang kecil duluan. So out of all of your activities that you love, ya itu ada sports, ada music, ada public speaking. Which one shows the real Mischa the most?
I think public speaking, because public speaking is a way of showing my communication with others. So for me, I like to add a bit of emotion in one of my speeches. Let's say you take a boring speech. Add some emotion to it. I think showing emotion is what I do the best.
Okay. Can you give me an example of a boring speech that you can make it more interesting?
Let's say you're talking about animal campaign. Like
What campaign, sorry?
Animal
campaign. Okay.
Let's say we're talking about how bad animals are starting to get treated. And what if the first line was, I'm trying to think of a boring sentence right now. I don't know though.
It's alright. So maybe your past experience at school, probably?
My past experience at school.
Yeah, when
Well-
maybe your friends gave a boring speech and you thought that, I think if I can do this better, you can make it better.
Yeah.
You remember?
I once.
Yeah?
There was this time when we were talking about the open house in Mentari, and one of my friends were talking about how our IB learner profile, and they were saying it in a really still tone.
Okay.
And during the exciting parts, they sounded depressed for me.
Okay.
So I think I could have, or someone else could have added that speech a bit.
So you're saying a good public speaking or telling a story is better when you use intonations,
Yes.
right? So you have, at some points you have to ditekenin gitu kan?
Yeah.
Right? Is that right? Okay. So how often do you do public speaking?
Sometimes I do it in whenever my grandpa's friends come over. I always have to my grandpa always wants stories.
Your grandpa?
Yeah, my grandpa shares stories with me, and sometimes I want to share them too.
Okay.
So I'd say 2 times a week I do public speaking. But for school events, I do it at least once a month.
Wow. Well, you tell stories to your friends at
No,
school?
sometimes yes,
Yes.
a lot.
Animal stories?
No,
No?
a lot of stories. Let's say about school, about what's going on, what happened. Yeah.
Okay, but did you do it? Did you formally or informally? Like formally public speaking, you're on a stage, you're standing up while all your friends are sitting down.
No.
No.
But I think public speaking is both of them. See, like informal and formal.
I agree. Very good, Mischa. So I'm gonna shift to Jojo. Same question, Jojo. You have Ministry of Yummy, right?
Yeah.
You have Ministry of Yummy, and you also write. You write,
Yeah.
and then you also do branding.
Yeah.
Is it?
Sorta.
Yeah. So which one is the real you?
Which one is the real me?
You think?
I think, honestly, I'd say that the real me is the baking one, the one at Ministry of Yummy, because that one is really close to my heart. I keep it really close to my heart in the sense that aku udah ngelakuin itu dari dulu banget. I think since I was like 8 years old.
Since 8?
Yeah, 8 or 9 years old, somewhere around that age. So I feel like because of how young I started to delve into the world of like baking and cuisine and all that kind of stuff, it's really the most authentic piece of me out of like branding or writing. But then again, I can also say that writing, it's really an introspective activity. Like I have to really search within myself to write, or like just to write in general. So again, I think that's really, it's really personal. It's like as if you would put a magnifying glass inside of my heart. As cheesy as it sounds, yeah.
In writing, yeah.
Yeah.
But in Ministry of Yummy, how do you connect yourself to the baking part? I mean, if you bake and then you forgot everything, and it's like you really focused, or you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't think when I bake it's in the sense that like I just lose myself and like I forget everything that's around me. Honestly, I'd say that is me when I write. But going back to Ministry of Yummy, I'd say like my sense of self, it's really in there. It can really be seen there through like, I guess you could say like the recipes or like the food I sell there, because the recipes that make up the food that I sell, it has a personal touch to it. I've already adjusted it personally, and like I've just entirely invented it myself. And I think that just really goes to show, and it even reflects like who I am. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Can you show me an example of the personal touch that you put into the Ministry of Yummy?
Okay, so one of like the more recent recipes that I sold, one of the more recent dishes that I sold, wherein the recipes like I completely like made it myself, was the s'mores muffin. It's that one, like I just the whole idea, the whole concept, and everything, like with like how I want it to taste, how I want it to look like, it's from my own self. I don't know how I got that idea, but like I just came up with it, literally. Like I just invented it. I didn't really look in the internet or anything like that. I just try to use my own resources and try to make the most, and invented something new, something like that.
Okay, but how do you test the food, whether it's good for the market or not? Who's the tester?
Me and my family and I.
Your family.
Some of my friends also, if I'm feeling kind.
Okay, going back to Mischa, I heard you just said that you tell a lot of stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were a life story, then what would the title be?
I think it would be Beautifully Chaotic.
Beautifully
Chaotic.
And why is that?
Because my life is full of unimaginable things happening in it. It's really hard to explain, but all I know is that my life is a jungle.
Your life is a jungle. Okay. Why jungle?
It's messed up.
It's messed up.
Yes.
How messed up?
From a scale from 1 to 10, I think an 8.
At 8.
Yeah.
Okay. But can you explain what's the mess? What's the mess?
Well, in my week, I always have a lot of like lessons, right?
Lessons, okay.
And in each lesson, there's always something happening. So
Like what?
let's say I accidentally get hurt in one and I have to go to the doctor. That never happened.
You got
Or-
hurt.
I fall a lot
You
in gymnastics
fall. Oh yeah, you're doing gymnastics. Okay.
and ice skating.
Okay, and then you fall.
I fall, and sometimes there's something happening. There's drama happening in my classes sometimes.
Okay.
Like the time when a girl, she was running, there was a low bar, and she thought she could go through without even bending, and she hit her head pretty hard. So
Okay.
that was one of the drama scenes.
Okay, but that wasn't you, right? That's your friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there is a lot of drama happening.
Okay, there's a lot of drama happening, and where's the beautiful part? That's the chaos part, right?
Yeah. I think the beautiful part is the chaos part. Because for me, I don't know why, but I like a bit of chaos.
You like chaos.
I like
Mom,
chaos.
did you hear that? She likes chaos. So you like messed up things. Can I say that?
You can say that, but sometimes I do like a bit of a nice, easy, calm part.
Okay. Say your hair is done beautifully and then you're gonna mess it up. Is it like that?
Yes,
Yes?
yes.
Can you do it now?
I usually have to stand up and do that.
Can you give me another example of the chaos that you like? You like the drama, so you like seeing your friends hit the bar.
No,
No.
but it was interesting.
Yeah. Can you remember any
There's
any
a lot.
occasion?
I
Yesterday?
forgot a lot of them. Yesterday I did not do any lessons, but yesterday I was here during the fun treasure hunt,
Okay.
and it was pretty fun.
Okay. Any drama happening?
Becca, my friend, fell into the lake.
Fell into the
Well,
lake.
no, ankle,
okay.
ankle tapped. So when she was trying to throw a paper airplane,
Okay. And you like it?
it was funny.
It is funny. Okay, Mischa. Okay, Joe.
Yeah.
You had internships in Coolies before,
Yeah.
and also at Jakarta Post. Yeah.
Yep.
What did you do there, and what insights did you get when you were doing the intern there?
Okay, so in both of them, in both of them I wrote articles. For Coolies, it was more on like marketing articles, I'd say, that advertised their products. It was for their, what do you call it, their Layers newsletter. And I wrote 3 articles about, their blinds and stuff like that, just to as an advertorial article. But for the Jakarta Post, I wrote an article for their bi-monthly column called The Weekender. It follows like lifestyle news, so it's like not really the serious news type of stuff. I wrote about nostalgia and Gen Z, stuff like that.
Okay, and then what did you learn about identity when you were there?
Alright, so in both of them, I'd say that what I learned about identity, like as a whole, it's that like it's ever changing. Obviously, it's always evolving. You're not always staying the same person when you work, especially and because like what I did, it involves like a lot of creative juices. I'd say that you just keep on changing, and not only that, but it just involves a lot of evolving and everything. So you won't ever stay the same, but in a good way, because that just means that gives you the opportunity that you won't ever like maybe reach your peak, because you will never reach your final form, because what if like it just keeps on getting better, you know what I mean, something like that. And I think to add on to that, I'd also say that another insight I gained is that when interning at both firms, I learned about how like as an individual, like, because we're talking about identity, right? As an individual, it's up to you to give meaning into like the moving gears of the world. Especially like when let's say you're writing an advertorial article or a more journalistic think piece, you are giving meaning to what happens around you. So that.
Okay, giving meaning to somebody around you. I would like to take it back a little bit. You said you need to be constantly changing.
Yeah.
When you say changing, that means because when you're doing work, you have to learn new things. Is it what you mean?
Yeah, sort of like that. That's what I meant. Because of the new things you learn, the new people you meet, the new experience you gain, I feel like you will never reach a final form. You will always keep on changing. You will keep on evolving from those lessons you've learned.
If you decided to learn something new, right?
I don't think learning, honestly, like there's a decision. Like it just happens eventually, one way or another. Like mau gak mau gitu loh.
Mau nggak mau ya bisa nggak mau sih, tapi kan nggak mau harus dikeluarin.
Iya, kalau nggak mau berarti nggak jalanin
Kerjaan,
experience
iya.
itu.
Okay, true. And the last thing that you said tadi apa ya? You never reach your final form because you keep on changing. And then di Jakarta Post itu you only do writings in Jakarta Post.
Yeah, mostly that, but writing an article, because it may sound simple, like I just wrote one article. I know it sounds simple, but like it involves like a lot of stages in the process. Like for example, brainstorming, outlining, terus kayak bikin list question, terus habis itu nyari narsum, terus sifting through the information that I got from like beberapa narsum itu. So that very long process, like I won't say like it's all involved in writing an article. And with that, I think it really needs you to give meaning into what happens in the world around you. Especially because the world around us, it's just like us, wherein it's always changing. You know what I mean?
Itu ada briefnya nggak kalau artikelnya mesti dibawa ke pembicaraannya ke arah mana gitu? Because your experience as a 16-year-old, at that time maybe not 16 yet ya?
No, I was already 16.
Udah 16
Yeah.
ya? Ya maksudnya pengalamanmu sebagai 16-year-old, sedangkan Jakarta Post kan mungkin yang baca bukan umur segitu kan?
Iya, bukan not necessarily brief, tapi kayak pas aku nulis itu there has to be a certain way like I deliver stuff. There has to be a certain angle like I write biar kayak ya bisa dinangkap lah. Apalagi kan again semua pembaca Jakarta Post bukan seumur aku dong. Lebih kayak ke milenial dan segala macam. Apalagi yang kolom weekender ini. Jadi harus dari kayak suatu angle yang kayak it can be understood by everyone.
Oke, itu dikasih tahu gitu. Angle dari sini ya atau
Iya.
Oke.
Dan juga kayak dikasih pas lagi direvisi gitu. Ya juga ada like some recommendations and stuff like that. Biar kayak lebih ke angle itu.
Okay, back to Mischa. I heard you want to be an architect. Yeah.
I do.
Can you tell me why do you want to be an architect? Why do you want to be an architect?
Because as an architect, I think, as you know, architecture is a form of art.
Yes.
But in art, mostly you paint and that's all. You sometimes sculpt and that's all. But I think architecture is something a lot more bigger. It's a bigger step. I personally really like art. So I think architecture is the right career for me.
Okay. Can you relate between architecture and your beautiful chaos? What buildings are you going to create, Mischa?
Probably unique ones.
Unique ones. What shape do you like? The basic shapes.
I think I like triangles.
Triangles?
Because they're basic, but they look like something unique. Something, not just a basic square or circle, but something that has both of them.
So, edgy?
Edgy.
Triangle is edgy?
Yeah.
So you're gonna build sharp edges around your building, probably?
Not really, but I want something to sort of look like something unique, something no one has ever seen before.
Okay, and how are you going to do that right now?
Step by step.
Step by step. Okay. But how do you know about architecture?
My mom, my family, they all studied architecture.
How do they introduce you to architecture? Do you remember?
They introduced it to me as a very hard career.
As a very hard career. How hard?
So hard that my uncle, the one that designed here, said for me to not be an architect. So.
But you still want to be an architect.
Yeah.
So you don't listen to your uncle?
No.
Why? Why you don't listen to him? Uncle Bran, right?
Yeah.
Why you don't want to listen to him?
I don't know. I just don't want to.
Okay, great, Mischa. Jojo, yeah. Jojo, if your name were a brand,
Okay.
yeah. So which Georgia or Jojo, yeah? Would you prefer?
Georgia?
Sorry, Georgie. Georgie.
yeah.
Sorry, Georgie. Yeah, Georgie or Jojo.
As a brand,
Yeah.
I'd say Georgie because like it's more authentic. Like I mean in my full name, like Georgina Joy Subianto, like
Yeah.
the word Georgie is already like there, you know. So I feel like it's already just like in itself it's already more authentic rather than like Jojo. It's like a nickname and like yeah, it's just a nickname. It's not like part of that identity. And I'd say it's like more reminiscent of my childhood, I'd say.
Okay, so you said you the one who reflects you, the real you is the Ministry of Yummy, right? So if
Yeah.
you're going to build a bakery or a cookie shop, so it's going to be Georgie.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. And what is gonna be like? How do you implement the Georgie into your identity?
In baking or in general?
Yeah, in baking probably.
Again, I'd say like I'd personalize my own menu and I'd also add my own flavors and stuff like that and my own modifications, or like I just completely invent sort of new recipes, something like that.
Does it relate to the name? I mean, like Georgie.
No, but it's more on like my own sense of self and like my own preferences rather than my
see.
own name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mischa. Okay, are you ready? Do you think identity is shaped more when you win or when you lose?
I think it's both, actually. Because when you lose, you feel proud of yourself, more confident in yourself, right? But when you lose, you learn. So, but I personally think that the progress is the most important thing between both of them.
The progress.
Yeah.
The progress of what?
The progress of achieving that or making it.
Okay. So the progress of winning and the progress of losing.
Yeah, either of them.
Do we have progress for losing?
Well, if you don't do it properly, yes.
Yes. Okay. And would you rather get a standing ovation from the audience or a gold medal from the judges?
I think audience, actually.
Audience.
Yeah. Because when you have an audience that's cheering for you, applauding for you, I think that makes you feel more happier than just getting a solid look from the audience and just getting a shiny golden medal from the judges. So I think the audience makes you feel more livelier.
Okay. So you like a lot of hand claps? Yeah?
I guess you could say that.
Okay. Tepuk tangan loh. Okay. Jojo, what did you learn about identity in the Stanley campaign? Stanley is a Tumblr, right?
Yeah, it's a Tumblr, but I did like a social media campaign, social media marketing type of thing for Stanley's collaboration with One Pine Sky. So what I learned about identity, like as in myself or like brand identity.
The brand identity. Sorry. What did you say?
Because you asked like what I learned about identity, right? Are you referring to like my own identity atau kayak brand identity kayak secara besar?
Brand identity. What did you learn there, and then how do you implement it to yourself?
Okay. So brand identity, I think one thing I learned is how powerful like marketing via social media is, especially in terms of how like in terms of the audio visual aspect of it, because both like, you know, the visuals, what we see and what we hear, like the music and like the sound effects and everything like that, it really makes audiences perceive like the brand as a whole. So you would need to like, I think what I learned is that both of those aspects together, they work really close hand in hand, and they really make us like, they really have to encapsulate what the brand is, or like at least what we're selling. So that
okay, you need to show the brand what you are selling.
Yeah, via like especially since it's digital, it's online, you really need, in order to do that, we need to like do it or represent the brand's identity, or like what at least you're selling through audio or visual, something like that. And it has to really encapsulate and represent like what is it that you're selling.
Okay. So you got the brief from the brand.
Yeah, sort
right.
of.
And then how do you translate it to the digital campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you do it too on your own identity?
I guess you could say somewhat, but like, cause that was more on like digital content, right? I mean, like, I'm not digital. I'm like, this is the real life and everything. So I won't say that I do it that 100%, but like I know how to brand myself now better, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, you have you heard about personal branding?
Yeah.
Personal branding is a reputation. That means the brand is you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the same thing. Cuman bedanya kalau Stanley mungkin it's a product ya, barang kan.
This time kan kita marketnya diri kita sendiri,
kita
buat
orang,
kayak biar bisa networking sama orang lain atau berteman sama suatu orang gitu loh.
Slightly different, but pasti ada points that you can take ya.
Yeah, exactly.
from
Especially
the
for
campaign
that.
Yeah. Okay. Mischa, when you turn 20, what do you want people to see you?
I think creativity, because I want to show people what I can do not with my body, but with my mind. Because creativity is mostly the solution to almost everything in the whole entire world.
Okay.
In my perspective.
So you want people to see you as a creative person.
Yes, basically.
Okay, and how are you going to show that creative side of you? Because I cannot see you that you are creative now, but how do you tell the world that, hey, I'm creative? Are you gonna jump around, or are you gonna do public speaking? Or are you gonna build chaotic buildings?
Maybe all of that.
Maybe that.
All of that.
Yeah.
All of that.
All of that.
All of the public speaking, creative, chaotic buildings. I think I'd like to show the world how creative I am by doing something no one has ever done before.
Okay. Can you think of one example that's something nobody has ever done before that you want to do and show?
Well, I don't really know.
You don't know yet?
No, I don't know. But I'll soon find out.
Okay. Maybe is it going to be like sports or music, or more to the storytelling side, or maybe the public speaking side?
I think I do more of the public speaking side.
So you're consistent still on the public speaking side. So if you like public speaking and you want to be an architect, that means you're gonna be an architect who talks a lot.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I do talk a lot.
Yeah?
I do talk a lot.
Is that right, Mom? Did she talk a lot?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. She really told you that to shut up?
No, my dad did.
Yeah.
A lot. I talk too much.
All right. Jojo, as a 16-year-old, then what identity do you want to be known for?
Okay, so it's funny because like tagging along with Mischa, I also wanted to say the exact same thing, in the sense that like I want to be known for my creativity, and also tagging along with what she said about how like creativity is like the solution to a lot of our problems. You know what I mean? In the sense, so yeah, I guess one huge aspect of my identity that I would like to be known for is creativity. Not only like uniqueness, but also like creative approaches of solving an issue and at like a rapid pace.
Alright, kalau gitu we are at the end. Ini luar biasa banget karena dua anak berumur 10 tahun dan 16 tahun aja udah bisa berpikir sangat kreatif ya. Dan I think you both already got your identity, kind of, yeah, because you love public speaking, you love baking, and you understand about creativity a lot, yeah. So to end the show, thank you very much Mischa and thank you very much Jojo for your time and for your jawabannya agak-agak out of the box. I'm very surprised, but you both are doing great, yeah. Oke, so terima kasih Pavilion 120 dan juga Sunday. Terima kasih juga kepada narasumber kita Mischa and Jojo yang menunjukkan bahwa identitas sudah bisa ditunjukkan dari usia yang sangat muda. Saya Mario Wibowo and see you in the next video.